What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. If it's geeky, if it's nerdy, I love to talk about it right here. And right now, I want to talk about yesterday's DC Fandome panel on Shazam 2. Now, what was interesting to me was that when Zachary Levi came out, he actually called it the Shazam 2 panel. And I thought that, as early as it is, it doesn't come out to 2022. I was thinking to myself, this can be mostly a recap of the first one, telling some stories about what happened on set with the first one, maybe some of the creative genesis of the movie, etc., etc. But no, he came right out and said, this is the Shazam 2 panel. And then he proceeded to play up the gag where he can't talk about it. Can't give anything away about Shazam 2. Brings in the Shazam family, and it was nice to see the kids again. Some of them have definitely grown, and Shazam came out a year ago, right? But some of them have definitely shown their growth just in the span of that year. And then they brought on, they decided let's start talking a little bit about the sequel, and the little girl. I forget her name now. Oh, I've seen Shazam like 10 times. I can't remember her name. But the little girl decided to start drawing a poster of Shazam 2, a poster for Shazam 2, and they bring in a special guest, and the guest that they bring in is Sinbad, the comedian Sinbad. And he says that, yeah, he has been cast to play in Shazam 2, and that's great. I love Sinbad. Remember, Sinbad was so big in like the 90s, and then he just disappeared, fell off the face of the earth. What happened to Sinbad? I love, and this, you guys are gonna laugh at me. One of my guilty pleasure movies, probably my most favorite guilty pleasure movie, is the Arnold Schwarzenegger Sinbad movie, Jingle All the Way. I love Jingle All the Way. I realize, I get it. It's a bad movie. Not only is it a bad movie, it's a really bad movie, but it's a guilty pleasure movie for it. I know it's bad, but I still like it, and I watch it multiple times every holiday season. Not once, multiple times. And I love the idea that they're bringing Sinbad in. And he's going to bring, Shazam was a very lighthearted superhero movie. It had its dark elements. It did have that. It had its action elements. It had its peril. But at its heart, it was a very light-hearted, kind of kids superhero movie. And I some people have used the description that it's big for superhero movies. And I agree with that assessment of it. And bringing in somebody like Sinbad, who has a history in kids movies, I think it's fantastic. And he's somebody that's going to be able to bring that levity, bring some new energy, bring levity, and make some jokes, but still has the experience, the Hollywood experience to be able to bring some acting chops when he needs to. So Sinbad, he's not the first person you think of when you think of casting for a superhero movie, but by golly, it's brilliant. It was brilliant. And then finally we got our first official poster for the movie, and I'm going to put it up here, but it's called Fury of the Gods. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Great title. And it makes me wonder, what gods are they talking about? Are they going to be talking about the Greek mythology gods that were, referenced some in the first Shazam? And of course, it's referenced heavily in the Wonder Woman movies. Could that be some connective tissue between Shazam and Wonder Woman? Or are they going to go a different route? Are they going to go the route of the new gods? We've got Darkseid appearing in the Snyder Cut. We've got a New Gods movie being worked on right now. So could they go the route of the new gods? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Fury of the Gods is a great title, though, for a Shazam movie. Kind of reminds me of a Thor title. Don't know why, but it does. But the Shazam character and the Thor characters, they have their similarities. They really do. They have their similarities. And if you remember, Thor and Shazam fought each other in the DC Marvel crossover. Thor won. Yeah. I guess Thor, Thor's got the experience. Shazam has the The witty one-liners. Guys, I'm really looking forward to Shazam 2. I love Zachary Levi in the role. I love the Shazam family. I love the fact that they didn't hold back in the first movie. They brought the Shazam family out there. And we know they're going to have multiple bad guys. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So overall, by the way, I would like to see Pandora pop up in Shazam. Pandora could pop up in Shazam. You start talking about some members of like the Justice League Dark. They've been talking about Zatanna. Zatanna could pop up in Shazam. There's a lot of people, a lot of characters from the magical part of DC that could pop up in a Shazam film. The Phantom Stranger, the Spectre. The Spectre could pop up in Shazam. We just don't know. We just don't know what they're going to do. We know that the Black Adam movie, which is going to be closely tied to Shazam, I'm going to do a video on the Black Adam panel also, but we know that the Black Adam movie is going to be closely tied to Shazam. Eventually those two are going to meet, and we know that the Black Adam movie is going to have Dr. Fate in it, and who's Dr. Fate but a magical character in the DC universe. So I love them expanding the magical realm of the DC universe, and hopefully we'll get a Justice League Dark sooner rather than later. But guys, what did you think of the Shazam 2 panel? Are you excited about it? Are you excited about the casting of Sinbad? What about the casting or the title Shazam Fury of the Gods? What do you think of the title? What do you think it means? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for joining me here at the Oki Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you later.